German still hasn't accepted my apology.
Oh no, it's fine. Fine. You said I was trying to, so I didn't know if you actually did. So
You were trying to what?
no, you said I was trying to apologize.
Yeah,
so.
as in you were attempting to, but failing.
Oh no,
is what he's saying.
I did, but your voice meter had freaked out. So it's
okay. Yeah. No, it was just, it makes sense, but that's what I was just wondering because we were doing the Soshia whatever the second phase, not second phase, the DLC missions now, where how you can hunt him, I guess, freely, or maybe just whenever he pops up or some shit like that. Point being is me and Glenn were working on that tail like the entire fucking mission, and like it wasn't until the crystals broke off, and still a good minute before we broke it off. So I have nothing to compare to, because in story mode, that's what I was telling Chris in the very, very beginning, is that you only get to fight him once because he's story mode only, right? Like you don't ever get to see him unless you go SOSs, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the only way you would ever see him a second time.
But it's like Xeno'jiva, yeah.
I still don't like that they did that again, like they did in World, where you can't repeat story missions.
Yeah.
Like, why? What is the logic behind
Especially like if you want to make that armor or weapon or whatever, like it's just like nope.
But and that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. Now, mind you, you get optionals and all that bullshit. But mind you, like this new one, Soshi or whatever the fuck his name is. Imagine if, for some crazy coincidence, every fucking Soshia assignment quest was done. Nobody else could do the mission again. You'd have to start a new file.
New hunters,
yeah, you'd have to start a new file, get to that point, just so you can fucking try it again, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So that's what I was just wondering, because I have nothing to compare it to. So you say you don't remember when you and Jessica broke it, but when I did mine story mode, I was telling Chris that I summoned the not NPC SOS flares just because I want to see how they worked, if they were smart, or how they've handled. And it was Olivia for sure. I don't remember who else. And the point is, we wrecked Soshia. That I don't remember any of its phases. I don't remember shooting the crystals. I just remember destroying this thing. And then I was laughing at Chris because Bonnie was like, "Yeah, shoot the crystals. Yeah, dude." I'm like, "What? When the fuck you do that?" She's like, "You don't remember doing it?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "I just killed it, dude. I don't fucking remember any of that." And Chris revealed to me that I guess all the Guardian ones do the same thing with crystals. I'm like, "I don't fucking remember any of that, dude."
I kind of do remember with the smaller ones, and I didn't realize that was the thing with Zoshia. Yeah.
It looks cool. It looks pretty. Oh, dude.
It does a lot of damage too.
Yeah, it does. I love that. This is for Monster Hunter podcast, but Mizune looks very pretty. Yeah, it looks very, very pretty.
Oh, I watched the opening cutscene for that. That was amazing.
The fight itself, dude. The bubbles, just the color. I think Noise. I don't know if you've done it yet, but I think it's what's his name? Uthduth, Free Willy. Free Willy. I think it's what Free Willy should have been, but we fought him when it was raining and it was just dull as fuck. But it's just very bright, very colorful, very pretty. Yeah,
dude. Like I was telling you guys, I wish you guys could do the difficulty mod because there's so much more to the fight. Like, do you ever make it with Uthduna to the beach area? Have you seen what he does there?
He goes in the water, and he does like makes tidal wave or something like that. I've seen it once.
Yeah, he jumps out, and the initial part of him jumping out is a wave that hits you for damage, and then he fucking lands, and that finishes you off.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that's why there's those bugs floating in the air.
Yep. Oh, that's what those are for. I just ran away from it. But that's why the things were out in the water to pull him down and knock boulders on his head. Because I remember when me and Bonnie were fishing, and I was like, "What the fuck are these for?" And I pulled them down, and I was like, "Bonnie, I'm like, I don't know what these are for." Blah blah blah. She's like, "Oh, it's for fucking Free Willy." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Yeah, he comes up here." I'm like, "He does?" She's like, "Yeah, he goes in the water." I'm like, "Fuck, I never saw that." Again, because we wrecked everything. Yeah, because he dies. Unfortunately.
Exactly. Yeah. It's playing all the way through low rank with the high difficulty is like fucking night and day, dude. Like the two Ajuricons are like real mean. Like it's like Jesus.
Oh, dude, those guys were mean for me. Those guys were the two. They were no joke for my run. I don't know if I just, because even Bonnie, I had failed it once or twice, and I hadn't completed it yet. But then I went to bed or some bullshit. And I told Bonnie, "Oh, I got a mission you can help me with. These guys, they kicked my butt." She's like, "What? They're hella easy, dude." She fucking fainted once or twice. Like, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I just got a good seed, and these guys are fucking tough as hell. Because she's like, "Whoa, they're not playing." I'm like, "No, they're not fucking playing at all, dude."
Yeah, we did cart once, but yeah, I mean, after that, we kind of, I don't know, like having Jesse on the team with the goddamn dual blades is fucking godsend, man. Like it's like what I was saying in our other podcast. Like anytime you see a bow gunner, you're like, thank you for being here.
Yeah. No, especially I'm sorry again, a Japanese bow gunner level 99.9. You're like, okay, it's over. Like this thing's gonna get fucking wrecked.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I'm playing with Jessie with the dual blades, because she just fucking destroys the goddamn weak points, and I'm like, this is great. Like, I don't have to worry about this.
There's almost no point to fight over weak points when there's a dual blader.
Yes,
they get so fucking fast.
Let them do the job. They're gonna do it. They just see the shiny red spot. Yep, right there. That's what I'm gonna attack now.
I don't even know how they get it from whatever, dude. And
well, it seems they have like specific like damage that the dual bladers and sword and shield, they can just cause weak points faster.
Wow.
So if you play like sword and shield, there's actually a specific move that will do like half the damage, where you could start seeing the skin being exposed, and then you do it again, and then it's completely exposed. Yeah. And I think just since dual blade is hitting so fast, so quickly, that those wounds just open up really fast. So
okay.
It's not like back in the day where you're just like, oh god, a dual blader, I'm going to be fucking tripped up all the time. Now it's like, yes, be here, please.
Speaking of, this will be the last thing we'll talk about that, but freaking, I was playing with some randos. I told Bonnie yesterday or 2 days ago, I was playing with some randos, and freaking, goddamn, dude, it was so annoying. I forgot how annoying it can be when people don't respect the rules, if you will, the unspoken rules. I was getting tripped like crazy by longsword, dual blades, a fucking insect glaive. I was like, Jesus Christ! I was so annoyed. I was like, this is ridiculous. And I was like, and all it takes is one little gem to prevent people from fucking what do you call it? To prevent you from tripping your own teammates, you know?
Yep.
I'm like, just stick it on there, especially if you're one of those assholes. Not in a bad way. If you're a dual blader, stick it on there. Stop tripping people. Long swords, stick it on there.
Don't the other people have to wear it?
Yeah, it's the other people. You have to wear it so you don't get tripped.
Yeah.
But the one I have says that you don't trip your friendlies. I don't know. Either way, though, but that's the one I have.
That's a different jewel. Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. See, because that's one I have on my lance. Yeah, possibly.
Oh, that's good because otherwise.
That solves, that's a much easier solution for that, because if you already have a set and you don't have room for jewels or whatever, and then you get, especially if you're, like you say, with a rando, then that solves everything. That's awesome.
And what I was going to say is, like, what about when you need to be tripped? When you're
you can't. Nope, I know, because
like,
Bonnie was.
You can't say help me because you're like, nope.
Yep. I mean, I wonder if the launch would do it for Hammer or something like that. But the point is, I was trying to poke Bonnie, and I was like, "Did I wake you?" She's like, "No, I don't think so." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't think so because of this gem, buddy." I'm like, "Nope, never mind. Like, you're on your own now, buddy." Yeah, because before I had it, dude, like every time, when she was like falling asleep or something, or she was KO'd, I just like poke and then just move on. Because Lance is just that with the focus, you can just really just turn around, poke someone, and get right back to the action, you know. But anyways, that's for next podcast.
Yes, that's for our Monster Hunter podcast.
Yeah,
guys.
I got more stuff.
We had some things to discuss, I guess. What you guys been doing besides the Metal Gear?
Well, that Monster Hunter and Metal Gear. That's about it on my side, honestly. Just I've been playing during my lunches when I get home from for lunch. I just pop on some Monster Hunter, or put on some Portable Ops, recruit a couple dudes. I'm to the point where literally I'm maxed out on every freaking not maxed out level, but maxed out on dudes for every unit.
Yeah,
so I literally
just starting to dismiss people.
Yeah. At the very,
I'm not even there yet.
Really, whoever's at the bottom of the list. If I'm over by 5 people, I like the bottom 5. If they literally can't go anywhere else, I'm like, you should do it, Chris. When you get a chance, fire your most dismiss your most your lowest guy, just for fun.
Yeah, it turns into a black screen, then a spotlight comes down.
Yeah, and then he's the soldier standing there all sad.
He's like, "Are you sure, boss? Are you sure? Please,
a little
boss."
knapsack on his stick.
Yeah.
Just kidding, guys. That's another Monster Hunter reference.
I would always say, "No, fine, you can stay, asshole."
Yeah,
you're useless, but you can stay.
What a clever little scene to make you fucking like second guess yourself. Dude, like, shit, like, do I really want to get rid of him? He says it once and then twice, and then he goes, "Oh, bye." Yeah,
like, okay, fine.
Down. Oh, God,
like, God damn it, stay.
Yeah, you're right. I have no good reason to get rid of you. It's not like I'm out of space. I'll keep you. It's not like Portal Blobs where you're really like, no, you guys need to go. I have no more room for you.
The worst. I mean, again, the ones that make me laugh the most are the ones that are volunteers. You're like, hey, boss, you got to volunteer. And the stats are just ass. I'm like,
yeah, you're like,
bye.
It's like, shit. What is it? It's like I'm thinking of a movie or something where, yeah, it's like a volunteer comes in or whatever, and you'd be like, don't let him get into my base or whatever, and just walk away.
Yeah,
but it's from a fucking movie though. It's like, it's a Lilo and Stitch. At the end when they decide to let Lilo stay. I mean, Stitch stay. And fucking, the alien, whatever her name is, the president
Jamba.
or some shit.
The president.
Yeah, and the two Jamba and, like you said, the other two dudes are like, yeah, we helped, whatever, blah blah. And it's like, okay, well, we're leaving, and fucking she tells whatever her guy's like, don't let those two on my ship, and then just like. It's like literally what we feel with the volunteers. Just like, it's like, oh, hey, dude, yeah, hey, cause don't fucking let them in the base.
I know. You're like, thanks for coming all the way to my fucking base in the middle of the ocean, but we're all staffed up, man. Try next week. Try next month or something.
I almost wish there was like a Fight Club type of thing where they had to stand outside, of Mother Base, and you'd have to go out there and hit them with brooms, like, motherfucker, you're never getting in here. You're never getting in here. But like they like get bulkier and like stronger in stats because they are going to stay. Like, no, yeah, look, I'm not leaving, boss. Not leaving, boss. But the weaker ones, they go like, okay, I'm out of here. Like, so you wouldn't have made it here, fucker. That'd been kind of funny. Chris, what have you been
doing? Played Metal Gear. Streamed it actually for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
Played some Monster Hunter as well, and a bunch of Repo. Yeah.
And It Takes Two, right? With one of our streamer friends.
Yes. Shadow in the Darkness. Yeah. We will be finishing that this next week, Thursday, 2 p.m. Pacific.
How are you liking it? I want to play that with Jesse.
It's a lot of fun. It's actually we're enjoying it a lot. I think you two would do well with that. Yeah,
because it's about a divorced couple.
Yeah,
or about the divorce.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it's a lot of fun. The storyline itself, like the characters, are kind of whiny in my opinion. But
compare him to a Metal Gear character. How whiny?
Somewhere between Rose and Raiden.
Oh, that's
Raiden. Sorry,
Christ, that's not great.
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
Exactly. Like, I don't know, just some of the stuff they complain about. It's like, really? Like, I know people complain about that kind of stuff in marriage, but like, it's the kind of people that shouldn't have been married in the first place, Oh, and it just kind of gives me that vibe. I don't know. It bugs the hell out of me. Like the stuff they complain about. It's like, it's so easy to fix. It's so easy to get over. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. I got you.
But yeah, it's the gameplay itself is a lot of fun. And there are some puzzles where it's like you guys got to do your own little thing and help each other out, and then there's also puzzles where it's like you have to do one thing while these other characters doing something completely separate and everything like that. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Cool. I enjoy it. I recommend it.
Did you ever play their first iteration of that? Like the co-op split screen stuff? It's called A Way Out.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah, I've seen it played. I haven't
like
played
the Prison Break game.
Yeah.
Jesse and I streamed that shit. That shit was dope.
They reference that a couple times in this game. Cool. Actually. Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, it's something I was gonna say about it. Oh, if one person buys it, you don't have to buy it for the second person. They
get it for free. Game sharing.
Cool. Yeah, which more games should be like that.
Yeah,
and I understand like this is the type of game where you have to have 2 players. But like,
so that's why that's part of the
it's a requirement. Yeah, you literally cannot play it by yourself.
Yeah, but I think that was pretty cool that's a feature of that game is that you have to play it with someone else. So we're not going to make that person buy it too.
Yeah, and it's a feature introduced by Nintendo back on the 3DS.
That's right.
Oh yeah. So I was going to say, speaking of Nintendo,
yeah, and then they were like, "Hey, we did that like 15 years ago. We should do that with the Switch too now." Whatever.
For that price, I would hope so.
Yeah, I have mean words to say about all this shit. But
when? What?
About the Switch 2? Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Negative things to say? What the hell? Turns out you were the villain. You were the spy the whole time.
For a second, I thought you couldn't hear me, and I was like, and then when I heard you clearly, I was like, okay, I got you.
I remember Lale Lule though asked me one time. He's like, "Is Noise always just pessimistic and like serious about games?" I was like,
I'm cynical.
a lot, yeah. I was like, yeah, he's. So I wouldn't necessarily call him like I don't remember the term he used, negative or something like that. And I was like, not that he's a negative. He's just
Negative
hard on him.
noise.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Negative noise. I like that name.
Yeah, negative.
Well, because noise, like negative dBs or something like that, you know.
Yeah, negative. Yeah, or negative Nancy. But yeah, I know who I am. I understand, and it's it's because I don't want to be that way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I
meant negative noise like dBs. Like
decibels. Cable guy stuff. Yeah. No, I don't want it to be like this.
Yeah.
I want Nintendo to succeed. I want Nintendo to make me excited like they did the first time with the first Switch. I bought that day one. I was in line. I fucking got that shit. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I was excited for PS4. I didn't get it right away, but I still got that shit. But PS5, I was like, there's nothing for it. There's no reason to get it.
Well, your PC was already better than it, so yeah, I get that.
But not really only that. Like there was no exclusives that I was really like. You know, the one I really wanted to play, which I keep recommending to you, German, and you haven't tried it, is Returnal. It's a bullet hell third person shooter, and it's kind of roguelike, and it's just it got so much praise, and I think it was a launch title, and it's like I want to play it. It's on PC now, but I remember when you guys got your PS5s, I was like, you guys get Returnal. I want to hear your guys' opinion because I hear so many good things.
That's probably why I didn't know much. I didn't get it launched. I didn't get my PlayStation until like 2-3 years after it came out.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. I didn't know. Tony and Kiko and Philly got it fucking launch. Idiots. I mean,
that's right,
thankfully they paid MSRP. So I mean, they didn't buy from the scalper. Thankfully, but yeah, they got it launched. we were working and they were like fucking like sitting there refreshing the computer over and over and over again, trying to get one from wherever the fuck they were trying to get one.
Our old coworker Artie, the one man party, he got it through his dad because I guess his dad's like in the military, and I guess they got like priority or some shit like that, which is kind of crazy. It's just like, whoa, I never thought about that. That is kind of a cool thing because it's like, hey, you're not sometimes in the civilian world. So if you want this thing, how do you get it when you're not at home, you're on base, or you're out of country? Like, you know, so that I don't know if it was some kind of like military program in the background that we just don't know about. But yeah, he said that, and I was like, that's kind of sick. And he's like, yeah, fucking, my dad got it for me, and I was like, that's sick. That's a thing. But yeah, this whole generation's just been ass, dude. Like,
send me the title of the game because I already forgot it.
Return, like you're returning, but eternal.
Returnal.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, still send it to me. But
and that's the whole thing about it is you die and you come back. You die and you come back.
Is it the one that that's all like white and red? Something like that?
White and red. No,
you're thinking of what's that called? Red Hot or something?
Oh yeah,
Super hot.
Yeah.
Super Hot. Yeah.
Is it Super Hot?
Oh, okay, something like that.
That's a VR game.
Super Red Hot.
Yeah, Super Hot. I don't know why I keep thinking it's Super Shot, but no, it's Super Hot. Yeah, they even made like a VR version of that, which is I fucking love the VR version.
Oh, I thought it was only a VR version. Okay.
No, they actually have a PC version, which I don't know how you would play that, especially after experiencing the VR one.
Yeah,
it's like I don't know if I want to play it on PC because it you know the enemy doesn't move unless you do, and any subtle movement in VR is like, oh shit, you know, like you're trying to inch your way away from a bullet that's about to hit your eyeball, but every like little movement that you're like, I gotta get away from this bullet, you know, and it ends up clipping you and you die or something. It's just damn, like I wasn't fast enough, or it's fucking awesome in VR. I don't know what it's like without the VR, but yeah, Returnal. You play as a chick, like in space, and like there's just like aliens everywhere, and it's bullet hell. So if you're familiar with like Ikaruga or like the old you know, like the old top-down shooters, like 1942 and shit.
Yeah, Viper and all that stuff. Yeah,
like the first part of Nier Automata and Galaga. But it's third person and it's pretty sick. It's
I'll give it a shot. Definitely sounds interesting. Like I said, I have a PlayStation. I don't play much. Somebody was asking me one day, who has more games or who something like that, and I was like, I don't know. It's a good question. I have a shitload because of PlayStation Plus. but I played none of them. So I was like, I don't know. I was like, I said I think least because when you were streaming, you have I think more games under your belt than I do. So
unfortunately, yes, I do.
I have them, but I'm like, I'll get to it eventually.
I have an insane backlog. I will never
finish
like,
it.
Yeah,
but not just your backlog, but I mean like games that you've beaten, like you'll be talking like, I streamed this, I streamed that. I'm like, what the fuck? Damn, Luis, you play hella games. When do you have time? I was like, I don't even know when you have time to play these things, dude.
I made time, man. I made time. Yeah, I don't know how you don't have time. Like, that's crazy.
Actually, it's definitely that I don't have time. It's just that I told you, I'm too lazy to come sit down and play. I'm like, I want to play. Too. And then I'll end up just watching YouTube on my phone.
I understand, like it's almost too like the gamer paralysis where you're like, all right, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to play. And then the doom scroll happens, like Netflix, where you're like, okay, what am I going to play? And then you're like, never mind. I'm going to fucking do something else.
Or God forbid, there's a fucking update for the game you wanted to play. And you're like, cool, I guess I'm not going to play it then. Fuck it.
Yeah, I guess fuck that. Yeah, no, but for sure, like, I know that's the way I come off, and I'm okay with it. That I'm negative or anything, but I mostly think of myself as I'm getting angry for you guys. Because you guys are so complacent about it. You're like, it's like whatever. And I'm like, no, you should be fucking pissed. You should be screaming at the top of the mountains like, fuck you, Nintendo, or
like
fuck
that
you.
one video I posted.
Which one? Oh, the chick?
The hot takes, yeah.
Yeah, but fuck that chick. Like, I knew when you posted it, I was like, Chris knows this is going to trigger me. Not because of what she's saying, but the fact that she's using like,
she's making
she has an expensive setup. Yeah. And hopefully it was ironic because I'm like, this has to be like ironic because I'm like, she's got the fucking Lian Li case. She's got a $200 microphone set up, 2 keyboards that are pastel colors, which tells me these are at least $150 keyboards.
At least, yeah.
Those colors, for some reason, they're so expensive. Whatever brand it is, pastel color keyboards are insane. But yeah, what are you gonna say, Jermaine?
No, I was gonna say, speaking of like rage videos and rage clicking and shit like that, like No, you just made me laugh because like you said, I hope it's not satire or ironic because you'll click on some videos and you're like, I hope this person's fucking joking because I'm getting fucking pissed right now, dude.
Yeah, there are some that they like. Yeah, they do it so straight faced. Like either they're really good at it or they're serious, and it's just like I don't know, but this is triggering me either way.
Sure. No, the ones that are funny are the ones that are 100%, whether because the actual streamer or post or whatever you want to do.
Right, like this is how they always are or something?
They're 100% fake satire. And then you'll click on the comments just because I got to get out of that habit. I got to stop clicking on comments. And you can click on the comments and people are like, oh my God, dude. Like they believe me, like, bro, it's clearly fake. Like you're getting mad about a fake one, but then I wonder like the ones that I'm like, is this one fake, dude? 'Cause this one's pissing me off. And someone else could be saying, this is clearly fake, dude. So I don't know.
By the way, okay.
There's one person I've seen on TikTok recently a lot of, and it's a girl, and I have nothing against gamer girls. I'm not one of those guys or whatever, but she's like getting into like tech content and stuff. She's like trying to get into that, and she's like, "Oh, I haven't even built my own computer yet." And I was like, "You're a self-proclaimed tech content creator, and you haven't built a PC."
Okay.
Like she's not even switched out parts on her PC. Or anything.
You just said. I mean, she's just getting started.
And I get that, but like, I don't know. There's a part of me that's like, if you're gonna consider yourself, and maybe this is me gatekeeping. I don't know. If it is, let me know.
Oh my God,
in the comments or whatever.
Chris is a toxic PCMR gatekeeper.
No.
He built one PC right and one PC wrong, and now he's like,
I know everything.
No, I kind of get what you're saying, Chris, because like I hate to say this, but I know people who do something in a dick way. They'll be like, I knew a guy who I used to work at Starbucks. This is just an example, and they would ask him like, I get it, it's an annoying question. I get it. You're pissed off. You're tired. It's 6 in the fucking morning. I get it. And it's all like, what do you like? And he would be like, I don't know. I don't drink this shit.
Yeah,
so
work here, bro.
So what the fuck are you doing here? And then like, he's like, fucking, it's a paycheck, whatever. And I'm like, dude, don't just fucking recommend the latte. Stop being a dick, So it's just saying you fucking just love, I love regular coffee. That's what I'm done. Like, that's what I would do.
Just make something up like, oh, I love this. And okay.
Recommend the easiest thing. Oh, black coffee, the best, man. Oh, I love it.
What's that hair on your chest?
Here, just eat them out of the right here. Don't even have me brew it. Just grab a handful of these things right here and just chew them. Give me $5 and I'll put it in the register.
Yeah, here's a cup of grounds. Take them. Be on your way. No, but I guess
you're saving me time.
So when you say like I'm a PC person, then you're like, but I don't know how to build one yet. You're like, wait a minute, like.
Well, it's not so much that. Like, I know you have to learn at some point, right? You have to start somewhere. But like, she's giving advice on things, and it's like some of the advice she gives. It's
that
like,
I would, I would raise an eyebrow at that for sure. Like, don't.
Yeah, like she's like, oh, VSync, you definitely want to have that on. I was like, no, you don't. It depends on your situation. What? No, you don't have to have it on.
No.
What? So
but I mean, hopefully her audience and others have constructive criticism to push her in the right direction. And
I hope so. Yeah.
Hopefully, you're not one of them because you're just going to tell her,
no,
you're
I'm
a
just gonna
fucking moron.
What the hell are you doing? You don't know what you're
talking about. You don't want VSync. What you want to do is you want to buy a $250 monitor that has G-Sync, and then that'll work with your NVIDIA card. But if you have an AMD card, then you want to do FreeSync. That'll be Chris in the comments.
Yep. No, but
and Jimmy will be like, I don't know. I'm enjoying the video.
It does bug me though, like the whole gamer girl thing. Like that title bugs me. Like, you're a gamer or you're not.
Yeah, I agree.
There's no in between. You're a gamer or you're not. If you enjoy cozy games, if you like Animal Crossing and stuff like that, that's fine. That's your genre. That's your choice. You're a gamer. You're not a gamer girl. You're a gamer.
Yeah.
It's one or the other. It's just that title bugs me.
I'm sure. Anyway. I'm sure it probably bugs them too.
Yeah.
But, I mean, but I don't want to speak for anybody.
I will. No.
So I was gonna say that's why I like Reddit, because the comments are always sarcastic.
Yeah.
It's so everyone's always joking.
Reddit is sarcastic. Yeah.
Everyone is sarcastic, so it's perfect for me. I don't know anyone more sarcastic than me. and then at the same time, I don't know when people are being sarcastic, so it fucks me up.
I don't.
I take people seriously, and then I go, I'm dumb. You're being sarcastic.
I was gonna say also Reddit. I don't you get like upvotes and downvotes? So like the most.
Yes, that's what's great about it.
The most.
Like, you can get downvoted popular. To oblivion, bro. Like,
but I'm saying, but like the most relevant or comments will be on top. Even if it is like an argument, it'll be relevant. It'll flow. Yes. It'll actually make sense. It'll be an actual conversation versus just fucking garbage.
And it's not. And the downvotes aren't hidden. YouTube, they're not hidden. You can see right there that someone got fucking destroyed. And even though they probably made like a valid point, if that subreddit didn't like it, you're fucking gone. Like,
yep.
They'll fucking downvote you to goddamn nowhere, down to China, dude, to the other side of the planet. They don't give a shit.
Well, yeah, like I said, I do like, remember we were talking about that Reddit before, where like you ask a question, you go Reddit, and you fucking, it's usually like the first or second one. Like, that's it. It's so fucking fast sometimes, dude.
Yeah. The only thing that's been pissing me off lately in Reddit though is the dudes that point out, oh, this is fake, and it's like, who fucking cares? Was it entertaining? Was it funny? Right? Yeah. It's like there was one that I thought was fucking hilarious, and it's like something about girls that did a good response to I have a boyfriend, right? So it looked legit, but also it looked fake at the same time, and I was like, whatever, I'm gonna keep watching. And it's just a chick, she's doing curls or something, and a dude walks by. And he's like, hey, excuse me. And she's like, oh, I have a boyfriend. And he's like, oh, that's great. My boyfriend's over there. But I just want to let you know that there's a tampon sticking out of your shorts. Okay, bye. And she's like, what? And then like looks and just clearly has a tampon sticking out, which is like, you would fucking 100% notice you have a goddamn tampon sticking out of your fucking shorts. But I chuckled. I thought it was funny. And the top comment was, dude, this is clearly fake. And I was just like, God fucking damn it.
You would totally notice that.
You know what else is fake? Most comedians' content and movies and stuff Guess what? It's for entertainment.
Yeah, and I was like, it bothered. I rarely comment, but it bothered me so much that I actually commented, and I was just like, so do you go into movies going like, hey man, this shit's fake, and like
these are filmed in Hollywood.
And then there was a defender in the comments going like, I can't believe this guy compared this sketch to movies, and it's like, what else do you want me to compare it to? I'm comparing it to other works of fiction. You dumb shit. Like, should I, compare it to Van Gogh's fucking Starry Night? Like, this is not what the night sky looks like, bro. No. Jesus Christ. Like, can't people just enjoy content for content's sake? Like, I know there's dumb shit out there. Just be like, this didn't make me laugh. Scroll on.
Yeah.
Or downvote.
That's what I've been doing. I've been doing like, not interested. This is, again, it's not for me. So I'm like, nope, don't like it. And then YouTube will stop recommending it. Facebook will stop recommending it.
Yeah, weird how that works.
Yeah.
The
algorithm works sometimes.
Sometimes
when you comment on it and spend time watching it and everything, they give you more of it. Weird.
Yes.
And then you just get more pissed off. You're the one suffering.
Exactly. And you clicked on it. Why? Because it was a chick working out in the gym.
Sure.
With her ass first on the video. That's why you clicked on it. And
that's what makes me laugh, because there was something that was going on not too long ago. We'll get to the main subject here in a minute. But
no. Just talking about this.
But something was going on. I don't know if it was Facebook or YouTube or some shit, and they were complaining about possibly, like I said, the all the TikTok dancers, all the girls, right? All the not lewd, but the sexy dancers, whatever, right? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I ain't got no problem with that. Like, none of that is affecting me. And they're like, why? And I was like, because I don't click on that shit, dude. Like, you're the ones that got clicking on it. So it's giving it to you. I don't click on any of that shit. So I don't get any of that advertisement, dude. So I think it's funny.
Also, don't even slow down. Because it knows. The app knows. Like, I forget.
He hesitated.
Yeah, I forget what company admitted this. I think it was Instagram. That was like, if you even slow down for a little bit on something, the app knows, hey, he's kind of interested in this content.
Give him another one.
Start kind of feeding this at him slowly. Not as much as like when he clicked it, but slowly. And it's the same thing. Like, that's every man's downfall. Just like, oh, is that a butt? Oh, God. Don't slow down, motherfucker. It's going to start fucking showing you that shit. Yeah. So just so you know, you don't have to click on it. The algorithm already knows what your eyes are looking at.
Yeah. No, I believe you on that one. The slowdown too. Yeah. Like I said, it's all about making money. Someone needs to make money somewhere. So
yeah, I mean, I don't blame them. That's smart. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Feeds are? You know what my feed is? 99.99% of the time, fucking cat videos.
Right, dude.
Cat videos, and video games. That's all it shows up on my feed.
Cat videos are the best.
Yeah, I don't have a feed because that's the best part about Reddit too. Is there is no algorithm. You choose your algorithm.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
You just say, I want this subreddit, this subreddit, this subreddit. Every once in a while, suggest other shit because it's like, oh, this is kind of based on what you have already subs to.
Yeah, but it doesn't like shove it in your face.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't shove it in your face. I'm sure there's an algorithm going like, hey, he slowed down on this one. But yeah, it's not like as aggressive as fucking YouTube and TikTok and all these other fucking doom scrolling ass apps. But yeah, no, Reddit. I try to stay away because it gets its hooks in me really quick. And then, as you can see, the Discord blows up with all the shit I find on Reddit. And I'm like, hey guys, look at this. Hey guys, look at this. But yeah. So welcome back, everybody, to Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast, where we discuss the video games from 1987 all the way to the present in chronological release date order. I am your host, Noise, codenamed Red Noise, and I'm accompanied by my two other Redditors, German, codenamed Chrono Riser.
Hey, guys.
And Chris, codenamed Blue Rhino Boss.
Hello.
So, yeah, I guess Peace Walker?
Yeah,
Peace Walker.
Yeah.
Peace Walker.
Yeah. It's a game.
I'm interested to know how Chris did. I haven't been able to catch your streams. I don't know if you streamed it, Chris, but
I did. I mentioned that earlier. Yeah.
When did you play it? What day?
I streamed on Monday and Tuesday.
Well, definitely my work day. So.
Which I was telling him, I've not been getting the fucking alerts for some reason. I completely missed the first stream, but I did catch the second one. But
beat the boss first try. Cocoon?
Yeah, he fucking did. Yeah.
Yeah, you told me that.
It took a while, but I did beat it first try. I'm trying to think of what took me a long time.
I know what. I definitely know what took you
long. Gosh, which one of those?
Yeah,
There
I'm
was
trying
one
to
of them.
see what the missions were.
There's only like
Let's
3
see.
missions. I think.
Yeah.
Well, I did all the side missions too. The side
Oh, cool.
ops.
Hell yeah, I did too.
And one of those took me a while. Oh, I know it was the you had to blowing up the supply box, but you couldn't get caught.
Oh, okay.
There was one where you had to blow up a supply box.
Oh my god, dude!
Caught.
It was. Yes, I do remember that one. It was, dude, German. It's like a 2-minute quest.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. What took
I finished with like 3 seconds left.
Bro, he has a. All right, listeners, please subscribe to Damn It Chris on Twitch. He has a sound effect that is the what is it called again? The
dummy thick that clapping.
No, the
oh yeah, Benny Hill theme. Yeah,
yes, the Benny Hill theme. Thank you. I always forget what it's called. But after he got the supplies from this thing, he couldn't find the extraction point.
Are you serious?
And so I did that sound effect. So I was like, Jesus Christ, Chris is just running around. Like
he was hovering over for a bit. He said,
"Yeah, I was like, watch, you won't be able to find." And I'm just like hovering over with my finger. I'm like, yep, I need to play it right now. And like literally, as the song ended, he found the extraction point and Fultoned out.
Definitely upload that if you can.
Yeah, we should have clipped that. That shit was all funny.
Oh man!
But yeah, I guess that first mission. Yeah,
and is where you found is where the blue doors, right? This guy is the blue door, the village.
Yep.
So that's where that mission is.
Mm-hmm.
No, I thought it was just in the jungle, like at the beginning of the jungle.
No, that one. Oh, hold on.
That side mission with the supplies.
Yeah,
there's a couple of them.
It's at the end with the.
There's one in the jungles, but that one
there is one in the jungles. Yeah, but the one I was talking about was the one with the with the blue doors and but yeah, for you noise, I think it was the one in the jungles that you did.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't see you get lost in the other one. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they were like they were like, yeah, don't get caught, blah blah blah, and I was like, this was like literally easy. I was like, what the fuck? It's not hard. I don't get it. And here's the funny thing is, again, remember, I'm still playing with the claw, and yeah, sometimes I can get caught but I'm getting really really good at it. But the point is, like, even half the time when they're like, if I fuck up, as long as I'm not too close, they're like, who's that or what was that? You stop moving, crouch down, and then they're like, oh, nothing. And you just fucking shoot them in the head, and that's it.
Yeah.
Or stop and go the opposite direction, unless you're that close. By the way, Noise, I don't know if Chris has it yet, but I did get the sneaking suit, and it is a little OP, man. You can, Jesus.
Dude, he has it, and he's
still using it.
God damn it. Well, the sneaking suit is so good. You can crouch walk right up to them almost at full speed, and then just hold them up. Freeze, freeze.
Chris,
Dude, I'm like this.
Chris having the sneaking suit is it's almost like he duct tape bubble wrap to the bottom of his feet because he still gets fucking caught, dude. Like, I don't understand. Because I was looking at him and I was like, how the fuck is he alerting these guys? Like, what is happening?
It's a clap in my ass cheeks, I'm telling you.
Yeah, seriously. Oh yeah, he has that sound effect too. Yeah. Clapping my ass cheeks. Oh yeah, you need to send me that file. That needs to live on this podcast. But yeah, one of the main missions is the travel to the mine base. And is this a new-ish area? No, this is the area where you first find Chico.
Yeah.
No, wait. Oh, you start there, and then you end up in. No, I'm wrong. Yeah. No, this is like a There's a bunch of shacks, and you can run around the roofs.
You get on the roofs and stuff.
Oh yeah. I remember that one. Yep.
Yeah, there's a side quest or an extra op. German, I don't know if you've ever run into this one, but it's about ghosts.
Ghost. Oh, I might have done. I haven't done it yet, but I don't remember if I did my first playthrough.
So it's not really spoiler. It's because it's just an extra op, but it's one of my favorite missions in this area. Basically, it's there's dead bodies, and then there's like their ghosts are literally floating around their bodies. And what you have to do is you have to go to the bodies and you have to give them CPR and the ghosts get sucked back into the bodies.
What the fuck? Okay, it sounds familiar. I might have done
But
it.
if the ghost sees you first, like the ghost will start attacking you. So you gotta be sneaky. You gotta not let the ghost know you're there, and then you gotta start giving the body CPR, and it's fucking great. It's like
if I remember correctly, in this place here, you can. There's also like a little Easter egg for Assassin's Creed, right?
Is it here?
I think it was, but I'm pretty sure I saw it, and then I was trying to do it, and then I found out there was a POW, and I was spent my time trying to get him. It's the hay bale, the hay bale? Yeah, you can do like the Assassin's Creed like free dive, I guess. Or I've never played the game, but
is that here really?
I think it was because
I don't remember there being a hay bale, but I might have missed it.
Yeah,
I thought I saw hay. Okay, I thought maybe I'm mistaken though, because I didn't do it, but I know that's in this game. But the point is, because I was trying to get this fucking POW, and then I finally was like, "Oh, okay, I got the POW." I'm like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I was like, I just didn't want to spend any more time looking for that.
So
I couldn't find it
in that level. How many POWs are there? Is there 2, or is there just one?
I think I only got one on the roof, second floor, like where you had to shimmy across.
I'm pretty sure there's 3. Okay, so I'm looking. There's one on the roof. There's actually one in the beginning area. If you have the box, you can hop over that first wall.
Oh, what? I've been equipping the box for that reason. I keep forgetting to look for.
Yeah, I mean, you can go the long way and go around
the box, because I was trying to figure that out.
You take it out of your pocket, you unfold it, and you make sure it makes a box shape, and then you stand on it.
No, so you equip the box, and then you hold up the item menu, and then it'll say L to drop, and then you drop it, and you literally like back up out of the box.
I think it's a different button for us.
Okay.
Chris,
shit. Nah, damn it.
But he's right. When you're in the inventory screen, it says like X or circle to drop.
Okay.
Yeah, one of those.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, that's
because I was trying to figure that out on stream. And because I remember you saying like you could stand on top of the box, and I was like, "How do you do that?" And all I was doing was equipping the box and just going under. And I was like, "No, that's not what I want to do. I want to be on top of the box."
No, yeah, equip it and then bring up the item menu again, and then it might be a different button for you guys. But
yeah,
did you know you can also like charge with the box? You can actually kind of use it as a offensive weapon now.
Oh,
have you tried that?
Like the barrel?
Yeah, kind of. But you just like literally like I think when your box equipped while you're running, I think it's X, and you just like and you like just kind of charge with the box.
Oh, yes. Speedrunners use that to get through levels. Like when you see anyone speedrun this game, they're in the box constantly because it's like the Zelda roll.
Oh, okay.
You get some good speed. I'm assuming you get like probably like quieter footsteps, but you're clearly visible. A box running across the stage. So
and not just that, but if you notice when Snake walks uphill or downhill, he walks slower.
Yeah.
But in the box, he doesn't.
Oh.
So that's another reason why people use the box all the time in speedrunning is because he doesn't lose any speed whatsoever. I just realized I haven't really talked about speedrunning in a while.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's the box is multi-use, and if you're doing multiplayer, as we saw in the trailer, you can have someone else join you in the box.
Yeah,
and you can both sneak around in the same box.
Chris, have you unlocked yet any of the other boxes? That's what
I've got the tank box.
Yeah.
The bomb box and the emergency box. Or
nice. You got the emergency? I love that one, dude. I love it.
I love that it has a little light on top.
Yes, dude. I love that shit, dude. Ah, man, I remember
Can't you
that
shoot
box.
with the tank box?
Yes. Second player can.
Yeah, second player can.
Now, here's the question I have. I haven't equipped it, but I'm assuming you can set the box and then maybe get back in it as a quote-unquote the gunner. I don't know. Because if you can't shoot it as a single player only, then that kind of sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting. I don't know how.
But I'll fuck around with it later today.
I never actually tried it because I was always like, "What the fuck am I going to use this for?"
Yeah, because you're trying to be sneaky, but it's still like kind of a cool idea.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I think I equipped it just to look at it. The ambulance for sure. I love the. I think if I remember correctly, Chris, the ambulance box has a if you run up to any downed member, like you drag them into the box, and then I think it shakes or some shit like that, and then they come out fully healed or some shit like that.
Okay,
something like that. I don't remember the full, but I remember doing it because I did play a little bit online. What was the other thing I was going to say about the boxes? CQC. Oh, I did test a little bit, only twice, because you can't drag fucking soldiers. But I had 2 soldiers on the freeze position, like right next to each other, like a one leg of a starfish, and I called in a supply drop, and only one got hit. both times. So maybe the box only hits one person. Maybe it doesn't like do like a whole area effect. So.
Oh yeah, were we trying to test something?
Well, because we were wondering if you could hit them, and I verified it. And they said, "Can you hit multiple people with one drop?" And I said, "I'll test it later."
Okay, yeah.
And as of right now, it looks like it only hits one person, but maybe they got to be really stacked on each other or something. But
it probably only registers the first hitbox.
The one, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
detects.
assuming too. That's what I'm assuming. It's probably going to hit only one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's this area. And then after
so there's
that,
3 fucking. Oh, okay.
I think. Well, I'm only seeing 2 now that I see. For sure, there's one behind the wall, and then the one on the roof.
So it's behind that like barricade. That is where he is.
Like literally, when you start the mission, you're like facing downhill, right?
Yeah.
On the left, there's a wall. Yeah, so that right there, that barricade.
You got to hop over.
You don't have to. You can literally go through the entire map and go the long way.
Oh, the long way. Okay.
But so, you can totally
there is a long way. Okay, yes. I wasn't sure because I saw there was like a little path up there too, and I was like, "How do I get up there?"
Yeah,
and I saw it went off like the map, and I was like, "Do I have to? Is there like a long way to go around?" And I think by that time I probably forgot about it. But I heard a guy over there, and I was like, "Oh, there's a prisoner of war here," and I couldn't tell where it was, and I thought it was behind that barricade, and I was like, "How the heck do I get back there?"
Yeah, it's basically past the bit. So the big building with the 2 floors.
Yeah,
just go like walk east and then go north and then just go, what's it called? Not exactly double back, but start kind of making a circle back to where you would assume is the beginning, and then you'll see that the other side of the barricade.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, if you guys want, because I think as far as I understand, POWs usually have higher stats.
Usually, yeah. I think as of right now, I don't think there's any POWs.
At least more than volunteers, but not more than the guys you analyze.
As of right now, I got to do some more analyzing that. But as of right now, that mission where you got to get the ID card is still the one that gives you the best fucking soldiers so far.
Yes.
Like I mean, out of, let's pretend 11 soldiers, I think 8 of them are fucking C's and above. So it's still worth it. But I forgot, I played it a little bit. I forgot that you still got to go through that whole comic book CQC fight with the boss. I love it, but I'm like, I kind of want to skip it. I just want to collect more soldiers,
Oh yeah.
And if you watch that cutscene in the archives, you can just go straight to that cutscene and it'll still be the full interactive cutscene. So it's kind of cool if you ever want to.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
so you can just practice it there.
Yeah. I still fail it a lot, dude. She fucking that one's the toughest one so far. It's pretty quick.
Yeah. All right, and then after that, it's mission 17, eliminate the guards. And so you're kind of like in this mining area.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just a bunch of dudes pretty much.
It's supposed to be like a sniper fight, more or less. I wonder, how did you do on this one, Chris?
Yeah, Chris.
That one I did fairly well on. It took me a few tries.
Oh, wait, how'd you do on the last one?
That first one?
Yeah.
It was all right. I got a bunch of alerts, but I got through it. I think I think it might have taken me my second try. I think they killed me the first time. And I got a bunch of alerts, obviously. But I spent a lot of time trying to find that prisoner of war.
Mm-hmm.
I could not, because I was like, is he inside the building? Is there like a secret way to get inside there?
Mm-hmm.
I could not figure out how to get in. And then I was like, he's got to be behind that wall. It's the only place I can think of. It's the only place I can't get right now. And I spent a while trying to figure out the box thing, like I said, and all that. But I got through that. It wasn't too bad. But that was, well, no, someone said it took me a long time. Hey Jay, because he left or something and came back. He's like, "You're still here," and I was like, "Yeah."
Did you get the one on that third floor then, or whatever?
On the roof?
The roof.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you did get him. Okay.
Yeah, I got that person. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I had used the box, and then I broke it, and I was like, "Fuck!" So I was kind of pissed, and I think that's why I probably missed the other ones then, because I was just kind of pissed off. And I was like, "Dude, no, you can't use the box to get up." I'm like, "How the fuck do I get over here?" And I was like, "Oh, don't tell me I got to shimmy." And sure enough, like, okay, so just shimmied across, and I got.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I just jump and rolled.
Or you could do that.
Yeah, that's the way I did it. I
Yeah,
didn't even think about shimmying.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, back to the mining area.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get a little cutscene that you have a horse now.
Oh, yep. Yeah.
Right? And it's
the same horse.
Yeah.
And what does he say? That the horse is like a couple, what is it, like
20 years old?
Yeah,
he says, and he goes, "It was hers."
Yeah.
And then you get a line that's, I think Kaz, right? It's the one that says there, where he goes, "It's like, looks like part of hers got not embedded, but like the horse took on part of her. I don't know, something like that. I'm like, whatever. I was like, you could just say that like she
the
picked
boss
a good
turned
horse.
into an Animorph.
Just say she picked a good one. That's all you gotta
Tobias,
say.
no.
Do you guys remember Animorphs?
Yeah,
I
Tobias
know
was
of
an
Animorph.
Animorph reference.
Oh, okay. I didn't remember.
Yeah, he turned into a hawk. And because they had a 1 hour limit. I'm an Animorphs nerd. Don't even.
I knew of it, but I never got into it.
Oh, I loved Animorphs. I had a Hork Bajar toy.
I only know a little bit about it yet.
The Andalites. Oh, I love that show so much. The Yerks.
I just know if you freeze frame in between the animations, it's nightmare fuel.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Well, if you saw the books, they did that.
Yes, the books you could actually see you could see the frame by frame, and it's like, why would you do this? Don't show us that.
Anyway, but yeah, Tobias, one of the characters from Animorphs, because they had a 1 hour limit in their animal form. And if they stayed longer, they were stuck in that form forever.
Oh, shit.
And they didn't know, like, as far as the Andalites knew, which they were the ones that had this technology, there was no way to turn them back. And so Tobias turned into a hawk or something, and he was stuck that way because he tried to save someone. And he stayed in that form for too long, and now he's stuck that way forever. So,
oh damn, that gotta suck.
But
anyway, that's for the Animorphs podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
the Animorphs rewatch podcast. But how many seasons?
Oh, geez, I think it was like 2 seasons, maybe. It didn't last very long.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. It didn't seem like it was something that would go on very long.
The books were better anyway. I'm not much of a reader. I'm not like a big reader, but I loved Animorphs.
That's cool.
Well, as you can tell.
But
what's funny is for a while I was like, is this real? Like when I like became an adult, I was like, man, this seems familiar, but like this feels like a fucking meme.
Yeah.
Like, is this fucking real? And
like
then the further I looked into it, I was like, oh no, I do remember this. I was like, oh no.
Yeah. I think it came out. The timing wasn't great because it came out around the same time as Goosebumps.
Oh sure.
And Goosebumps was leagues more popular.
Okay, well that's what I was gonna say. One reason: cover art.
Oh, the cover art of Goosebumps is so good.
Sucks because Goosebumps. Most of those books were garbage. They were boring. But the cover art, goddamn,
I love those books.
Well, they weren't great, but
German, you can't read.
Same time,
how do you know?
Well, actually, you want to know the only reason I know? I never read a single one of them. I've mentioned it before. There's a podcast that does there's a podcast that does Goosebuds. They've been reviewing every single Goosebumps book.
Goosebuds.
And I text you. I told you guys once about it.
They did earbuds for geese.
They did. They did an RPG game. They did this badass Dungeon and D&D style Goosebumps themed. I will link you to it again. It is fucking hilarious. But that's for another day.
Well, see,
I'll post it up on the Discord.
You experienced Goosebumps as an adult. Of course, they're fucking boring.
Sure.
But no,
actually,
I love them.
It sucked.
I mean, there were some that were really like, "What the fuck? What even happened here?"
Sure. No,
that's like watching "Are You Afraid of the Dark" as an adult. It's like this isn't scary.
Yeah. No, I did watch
afraid of waiting in the bed.
I did watch the episodes of Goosebumps. Was gonna say something about the books. Oh yeah, the only one I read was Night of the Living Dummy 3, and I remember liking it. And when they reviewed it on the fucking show, they dogged on it horribly. I was like, dude, I love that book. They're like, this thing was boring. I'm like, it was sucky. And I'm like, it was good, man.
Damn, if there wasn't already a podcast, I would have been like, let's do Goosebumps. Like, no, yeah, I love that whole Night of the Living Dummy trilogy because I think was there 3? Yeah, there was 3.
3 for sure.
There was 3 of Monster Blood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, fucking love that shit. But definitely towards the end, they were kind of like, what's going on here? Like, these aren't even scary stories anymore. These are just like experiences.
Well,
like I learned to fly. Like, what the fuck?
Sure. Yeah. Well, that's what I was to say. Like, they always had some twist that was usually kind of like didn't pay off, in my opinion. Because I remember the episodes that I saw.
Yeah.
The only one that was kind of cool was fucking Camp Nightmare or some shit like that. I like that one.
Oh yeah.
But the point being is like we were talking about why the Animorphs didn't hit. Because I remember seeing them is the cover arts. The cover arts were very like, the fuck is this? Them, yeah. On Animorphs versus Goosebumps, you had all these cool, like, dude, it's creepy,
like hand drawn and like,
not just hand drawn, but
just
like
off
also,
the wall
you remember that the actual Goosebumps logo would like be textured. You could feel the
it was
letters.
third dimensional. Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah. But Chris, one day you should talk to us about Animorph because I've heard it's
I've
actually
got a
kind
lot
of
to
fun.
say, yeah. No, it's funny you should mention that the 3D thing because Animorphs did the same thing.
Oh, did they? Okay.
But like I said, Goosebumps beat them out. They were more popular, so
Fucking
fucking
noise. I love how noise. You're like, you don't read, bro. I'm like, I know I don't.
How do you know they were boring? You can't read.
As if audiobooks didn't exist.
I know I was gonna say, well, did you? That's what I thought you were gonna say, but then you said a podcast, and I was like, motherfucker, there was no podcast in the '90s. Like you experienced this as an adult.
No, yeah, I literally, maybe a couple months ago, I was like, hey, Goosebumps bucket, let's listen to it, and I made it pretty far, but yeah, the RPG, I've listened to it twice, and it's so.
Please link me. I will. I need a new podcast. Like, I mean, I love the podcast I'm listening to, but I've run out of them, and I'm like, okay, now what do I do? Listen to music or something? Like, fuck that.
Gross.
I will link to the Goosebuds. Listen to them. Listen to their RPG, and then listen to their pretend friends. Space King one. Oh my god, twice. I've listened to it twice, and even though I know what's coming, it's still fucking hilarious.
Okay, I need to link you to fantasy fiction. I think I mentioned that to you guys way back in the day. But fantasy fiction is two dudes that write fantasy stories, and then they read it to each other. And it's just cool. It's just like the most vulgar asinine shit you'll ever hear. Like this is so dumb. Why am I listening to these two guys? But yeah, fantasy fiction. You guys, they stopped it a long time ago. Like I discovered it way late, like after they were already done. But it was it was good. I think actually one of the dudes is from Continue.
Okay, that's why it sounds familiar.
Yeah, I think one of the dudes is from the Continue podcast / YouTube channel.
I'll look it up right now.
I don't think he's there anymore, but the skinny dude, the main skinny dude at the beginning.
Dom? Is it Dom?
Yes, I think that's him, if I'm not mistaken.
Fantasy Hour.
Fantasy Fiction Podcast.
Oh, fiction, not fantasy.
This is important, you guys.
Where's our what'd you call him? Our researcher guy, spy.
Yeah, right. So Josh Henderson and Dominic and Dominic Moschetti. So they're both from Continue, aren't they?
Yeah. Josh is still there, and Dom was from the original.
From the originals.
Yeah.
If you like fantasy and you like what we're doing now, just like absolute nonsense banter, like who gives a fuck, like what's going on? It's a great podcast, and also their other podcast, Continue, which I don't think they're still doing the podcast. I think they're only doing YouTube.
You're only YouTube. They've been strong for like 14 years. Every Wednesday, new episode.
Dude, and I had an idea for that one time, and then I saw them, and I was like, "Damn it, these guys beat me to it." But this is great.
Yeah,
they do. Really
I love them. They're hilarious. I highly recommend them. Go to any video prior to November of last year, and I've liked it and commented it on it. You'll find me there, Contra G. They're funny. They got ongoing jokes for 14 years. There's shit that they'll mention from 14 years ago, so they're pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, give them a listen. They're fun.
How did we get here?
Goosebumps. Who fucking knows?
Animorphs. Why Animorphs?
Something about transforming and being stuck.
Well, okay. We're going back to the mines. I actually got my ass kicked here a couple times.
Oh yeah,
because I was trying to So check this out. So Kaz literally tells you like you're caught, like literally fuck it. He pretty much tells you kill him or something like that. He says like no turning back or some bullshit like that. But you can still do it obviously without killing anyone. But when you put them to sleep, they don't go to sleep. They get a little skull on their head. They die.
I noticed that. Yeah. What is that?
They're just killing them. I guess.
Well, but it doesn't count as a kill.
No, it doesn't count as kill, but it's killing them so it can despawn them from your map, I guess.
Yeah, you just eliminated the enemy, but not lethally.
But
you killed them non-lethally.
This is the true kill non-lethally. Yeah. You can still Fulton them though. Yes. So I don't know if you know. You can still Fulton them.
Fulton a few of them. Yeah.
My first time playing it right now. My first time here. I had like because I brought smoke grenades because I started the mission. I'm like, oh, okay, that's a lot. So I quit and I came back and I brought some smoke grenades and I brought fucking rations and just to have enough to see who can Fulton these guys because I couldn't remember. Dude, I had like 6, 7, 8 guys. Like I was throwing smoke grenades, running in there, CQCing and shit, right? And then I fumbled my buttons and I couldn't equip the fucking rations. And one guy just got too close, killed me. So I died. Then I died again. And then at that point, I was just focused on seeing if they would, because I was like, what if it doesn't even count these Fultons, you know? Like, what if I'm just sending dead bodies back to motherfucking base, you know? So I was just like, you know, I don't need if they fucking count. So I just fucking got one, and then I just beat the mission. And sure enough, he was there. I'm like, oh shit. Like, fuck. I was kind of pissed. I don't think he was anything special, but still. But yeah, I got my ass beat here a couple of times because sniping, since you can't go prone, and you can't hold your breath, at least not that I know of, you still shake a lot, man. You're fucking yeah. It was tough. Well, especially with the
that's what the mate tea and all that kind of stuff is for, though, is it right?
Oh, the mate and shit.
Yeah,
the mate tea.
Mate,
the mate.
Yeah.
We're talking about the calorie mates.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's an actual drink called mate. It's supposedly for your psych, because you do have a psych gauge, but I've never had it drop on me, unfortunately.
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
But yeah, because there's cologne too. Do you have the cologne? I'm sure you have the cologne yet. Yeah,
which makes you smell nice. And
yeah. You know what?
How does that make me feel better? What?
Because it brings your psych up.
Use any of that shit.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna. Good question, Chris. I'm gonna give it that shot. See if my sniping improves. But I'm
just really good at CQC, so I don't use any of that shit. Like I'll just.
Well, the problem with that one is the problem with that one is that they're hella far. Like they're sniping. They're sniping you too. So the ones that run up on you, no big deal. It's the ones that are far away that are only gonna snipe that you have to snipe them.
Yeah. Our producer says, "Arg, matey."
I know what the hell. Pirates.
Yeah. Well, because you guys are saying mate.
Oh, mate.
Matey.
But freaking yeah, I got my ass beat a couple times. But it was kind of cool. It was kind of a cool. Again, I wish I could lay down and snipe because it was a nice little sniper exposition. You know, like we've always loved sniper battles or sniper confrontations in Metal Gear. It's kind of a staple.
Yeah.
But yeah. Unfortunately, like it wasn't the best in my opinion, because it does start off with two fucking of the kidnappers, I guess is what they're called. The little fucking
those ciphers
drones.
Yeah. But yeah, so the noise. Do you do any issues with this or anything you want to add to this
definitely, one? I do have memories of not liking this back in the day. I did like you were saying, I had trouble with it. And have you guys gotten the? I don't want to spoil, but a certain gear that is not a sneaking suit.
No, not yet. I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Yeah. So that like I didn't want to fucking kill people, so I'm like, what do I do back in the day? But just pretty much just got frustrated back in the day, just killed everybody because I was like, I'm not gonna deal with this. But yeah, nowadays, if I can snipe with the Mas Nagant or whatever, knock them down, definitely get rid of those kidnappers right away. But yeah, no, I mean nothing. It's a lot easier than I remember. Like I said, my memories are like this was fucking hard.
It was actually in this level that I learned you could zoom in with the Mas Nagant, so that was cool.
You fucking kidding?
Jesus Christ!
What? Apes. Yeah. Because I was reading the descriptions, I think on stream actually, and I saw it said you can 3 levels of zoom. I was like, what? How do you do that? So I remember like the next time I got it out, I was just pressing buttons and it's right and left button. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
Yeah, on the D-pad, yeah.
Yeah, but it's me, so you know.
Which, by the way, Chris is no longer reading all the bios for all the volunteers and stuff, the people that he's kidnapped on stream.
Yeah.
Which is a disappointment. I miss that.
Dude,
like he used to care about every single one of his staff members. Now he's like, fucking you go here, you go there. Like, also, he's learned to auto-assign.
Yeah, someone told me about that. I think it was it Danny Boy? Might have been Danny Boy.
Our new member?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think was telling me about that. Like, oh, you can just press this. Because he probably saw me doing that, like going through each individual person. Like, you're wasting your time, buddy.
But I did mention though.
It was either him or Robotic, I think.
Yeah, I did mention though that it doesn't always do the best choice. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
It'll kind of put them where they're available, and that's why you kind of got to go back in and be like, wait, why the fuck is this guy in here?
Yeah,
I'll probably do that. Pretty soon, yeah.
What our producer's saying is he always does manual, and I do the same. I literally go through, and if he's like extremely high on R&D, he goes R&D, and when I get to like the last 4 or 5 that are like, fuck it, you can go wherever you want. Like, because those are the ones where I'm like, well, they're too close to call, you know, where you're like, he's kind of better at medical, but not, you know, I'm like auto sort. But if they're clearly leagues above in one unit, I use that one. But then you'll also get some that like will have a skill that will say like, oh, 3-star chef, but he happens to be a little better at medicine, and I put him in the cooking department because he's a chef. You guys told me in Portable Ops,
But see, apparently it works differently in this one.
I know it does. It works way different, I think, in this one.
But yeah, I remember in Portable Ops, we give you a hard time about that.
He was like, "What are you doing? I don't know why I don't have rations. What the fuck?"
Because I kept putting the highest ones, but yeah, because again, maybe my memory from this one, but there was one volunteer, I think it was, that showed up because I literally was playing before we got on, and it said, dude, his fucking bio literally said, "I love you," and he had shit stats. I mean, shit, and I was like, "Bye."
So it's Johnny.
Yes. Oh, he was just trash, and he was a volunteer. That's all it said. "I love you." Yeah. See you later. But
I've never seen that one before. That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Wait, you guys get volunteers that come to you? How does that work?
They just show
at the
up.
end of missions. It'll be like volunteers.
You can see them because it will tell you like, oh, you got some volunteers, and when you go and I'm assuming you're attracting soldiers during your missions too, so they'll be in there. They'll be labeled as volunteer, VOL, POW, or normal. I think it is.
Because I get the volunteers by doing that like search for volunteers thing.
Oh damn! No. You're actually doing like you're tapping the button to recruit.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing recruits. Those aren't volunteers. Those are recruits.
Oh, okay,
dude.
I've not done any of those.
So back in the day, if you were playing on the PSP, this also worked similar to the Street Pass on 3DS.
Okay.
You could literally not that it would work like just by near field connections,
right?
But you would be like, hey, you notice someone else playing Peace Walker, be like, dude, can I, and like your PSPs would kind of work together. I don't know exactly how, but yeah, you could like recruit like one of their guys or trade and stuff like that.
Yeah, like Pokemon, you could trade or some shit like that. Yeah,
I know there's an option for like trading. You can put people up for trade. You can collect them. Yeah, I saw that. But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Every once in a while I'll do that. But like, oh, let's see what I get. And yeah, I've gotten some S ranks for sure.
Oh damn!
Nothing past S though. Maybe I need to go further into the game.
Is there anything past S?
Well, I don't know. I didn't see anything. Anyway.
But yeah, the sniper fight here.
Maybe SNAKE rank.
Oh, okay.
Spell snake.
Fucker. That's why German was lost in first acid. It was just like, what does this spell? Canes?
What? An acid?
Yeah.
You already forgot?
Maybe. What remind me?
There was like a code or something with the numbers with the people that were killing on the plane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Canes.
That. What? Canes. It's Canes. You got it, guys. It's Canes. It's seconds. It's Pokemon, guys. It's Team Rocket. They're behind the whole
Pokemon in this game.
It's Team Rocket. I knew it.
It makes sense. I mean, it's fucking turn based.
Yeah, no shit.
But yeah, so we managed to get into because the reason we're here is there's an entrance into like an underground base to get to Doctor Strange, I believe.
Yeah.
Because our first key card. What happened? This happened in the previous one where like the key card didn't initially work or some shit. But we went to go get some other guy.
No, we got one
from the yellow jacket guy. Oh yeah. Well,
Huey's didn't work.
Yeah, Huey's didn't work, so we had to go get that yellow jacket guy. And that gave us the key to get into the ruins. That brings us here.
No, the ruins is where we did that boss memory.
But then how are we getting into this area? Are we getting another key?
We're just trying to get in here because we're trying to destroy Peace Walker still. That's the main objective.
So what happened was at the end of the boss battle, one of the pieces happens to fly off.
No. But that's in this cocoon battle,
right?
But isn't there a cutscene before this, or does the battle start right away? I can't remember.
I think the battle starts right away.
Okay.
Well, no, the cutscene shows the cocoon coming in after you snipe all the dudes. The cocoon comes in.
But yeah, Chris is right. The battle just starts right away.
Yeah.
I thought that something else happened in between. Just
no.
Or the whole in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
You literally get to be continued. By the way, I did forget how it showed up. I thought it came out of the ground because you see Peace Walker being lowered into the ground, right?
No,
it sneaks up behind you like the T-Rex at the end of Jurassic Park.
But no, it comes over the
ship. Yeah,
it was fucking a frame, bro. You couldn't hear it coming.
But like I remember, like I was like, oh shit! I'm like, come from the top, and I remember. I'm not gonna lie, I liked it a little bit more this time than my first playthrough ever.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's still maybe my least favorite. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I had a lot more fun this time with it. I didn't die, but I did put to the test the whole shoot the pod only, and you get a better chance of getting parts or destroy parts, and you get chips, but less chance to get those parts.
Tortilla chips.
but yeah, so freaking yeah, this fight here. I think this thing, I'm not gonna lie, I actually liked it. I like the fact that it's a fucking giant fortress tank. Yeah. You know, it's outfitted with guns up the ass. Dude.
I love, and it's so ridiculous. It has that chainsaw.
Yeah.
Long arm.
It just has an arm.
It has all these guns, cannons, everything, and a chainsaw. Missiles. Yeah, really?
Huey. Oh, hold on. Speaking of, going back real quick. When I died like 4 times on that sniper section, and on one of my deaths, fucking Huey, piece of shit asshole. You know, because they're always like, Snake, you know, bullshit, right? And Huey was like, Snake, please, like something. And he goes, at least get her the letter for me or some shit. Like, motherfucker, like you're so fucking, like he was so like the letter that he wants to give to fucking Dr. Strangelove. And I was like, you piece of shit. Now I see
where Otacon gets it.
Yeah, dude. I was just laughing like, here I'm dying. He's like, at least give her the letter, man, with the last bit of breath you have. A fucking asshole. But anyways, yeah, this battle starts at chainsaw. So I like this battle. I liked it a lot more this time. But what I found, because again, here's what I'm trying to get to one more time. My first playthrough, I destroyed everything, every component, and this one has the most fucking components, obviously, right? So I was calling in resupplies like crazy because I was just destroying every fucking turret, every fucking vent, everything you could find. I remember thinking like this was fucking agonizingly long. It was just not fun at towards the end. And I was gonna say this time when I was like, I'm gonna put my theory to test, and I was just focusing on the thing only. So I'm dodging it's fired, I'm dodging all his bullets and all this shit. So I don't know, I kind of had fun with it.
Which is really easy, by the way.
Yeah, they're pretty easy to dodge. Actually, really easy.
I would walk up the ladder. Like I would climb the ladder and I would dodge it.
Yeah. It does have big blind spots. I did notice I don't know if it fired this big cannon on you, Kristen, because when it says prepare main cannon and it shoots, dude, I was watching it. I'm doing the claw, so I'm here like running away from it. And it goes, Pathum behind you, Pathum behind you, Pathum behind you. And then the next one goes in front of you.
Right in front of you, yep.
Yeah, and I saw it, and I said, nope. And I stopped, and like, I saw you, bitch. I'm like, good job, though. Because I was like, nice try, but I saw you. The ones that did get me a few times were the aerial assault or aerial attacks, whatever the fuck it is.
I never got hit by those.
See, for me, I was running, I thought it was going to be a classic, like it's shooting them at you. So I was running away from where I was standing, you know, and I was getting hit. And yeah, no,
I was doing the same thing and I never got hit.
Because again, you got luck then, because all you gotta do is look up and they literally come down like pine cone seeds. You can see them and you're like, okay, just stand over here and like that's it.
It aims for like where you are when it first starts to fire them.
Oh,
so if you move over a little bit, they miss. Yeah,
I did that and I got hit, but then for sure the big missile strikes, that one's easy as hell too. It just says locked on.
Oh yeah,
you run until or you can stand still, and then once it stops lock on, you can move away from them. But yeah, just run a little bit. They stop locking on, or they're locked onto where you were. But I got pissed off though on the climbing section when I first got to climb up. Yeah, let's just say I got to the top. No, I didn't get to the top yet, and then it reactivated. And then I think I fell off or something like that, or maybe the chainsaw hit me. I don't know. The point is I fell off, so okay, I had to fucking weaken him up again. And then I climbed all the way to the top, and as soon as I get to the top...
Oh, you had to weaken him again?
Yeah.
I didn't.
Really?
Yeah. The ladder was still there.
Yeah.
Like, no. Like, to get him to do that dish, you know, when you got to come into the pot.
Oh, the last part where you...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm thinking of something different then. Okay, go on.
Yeah, so that I got, this time I got up to the top, and it reactivated right as I got to the top, and I was out of ammo. But if you're not, I got fucking, you know, what do you call it, resupplies.
Mm-hmm.
Can't set them off.
Yep.
You cannot resupply when I'm like, you fucking gotta be kidding me. I was so pissed. So then I said, oh wait, I got some C4 because I had my resupply gave me C4. Nope, you can't set C4 on it. Are you fucking kidding me? I was like, I couldn't set C4, and I was like trying to punch it, and I was like, okay. So then, yeah, I was like, fuck it, I don't know, maybe. So then I said, oh, hold on. guess what I happen to have? Because I was this a big tank, so I actually brought with me. I don't know if you have it yet, Chris, but it's a
mines?
Huh? No. I have a aerial strike, but it's a gun form. You shoot it where you want it to. Aerial strike. So it's not a plate. Yeah,
I do have aerial strike. I haven't used it yet.
Oh, okay, yeah. So and here's where I kind of messed up. It might have worked, but the point is, I shot it at it and nothing happened, and I shot it at it and nothing happened. I'm like, awesome, fuck you. So then I jumped off or whatever, and then I resupplied. And this time, I think I climbed up without putting it into its fucking glitch mode, and then I shot it with one more law, and then got in, completed it. And then it wasn't until later on that I was fucking around with the strike. Oh, I think when I went to resupply and I was reclimbing up, and I said, what if you got to shoot it and then call it in? I was like, fuck. Yeah. But I was like, well, I'm already up here. So I'm sure that would have worked. But the point is, resupplying on it doesn't count. And C4 doesn't count. So I was hella fucking pissed.
Is I was jumping down from it because I couldn't figure out how to use a ladder from the top for some reason. And that almost killed me.
I was jumping down from it. What do you mean there's a ladder from the top?
So when you jump down from the top, you take full damage.
Yeah. Oh,
I was low on health. I wasn't like super low, but I was low-ish. And by the time I got to the bottom, I was like at 1 health, and I was like, "Oh crap, I could have died." I don't think that I had my rations equipped at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, that would have killed me. But
like, there was like a special ladder that takes you all the way down or something.
No. And then when I was climbing up the second time, it was doing it like fired the cannon, and so the top of it was like the turret part was turned, and so I was like, oh, I got to go around to get up on top of it or whatever because I can't get to the one ladder. It turned around and knocked me back off again. I was like, oh, you son of a bitch. I got knocked off because it turned.
Yeah, no, I definitely had a lot of fun. I called, because Noise, I started doing more of the briefing files, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, I was going to do briefing files. And so far, though, I haven't gone back to any of the first missions, but just so far, I was like, dude, these briefing files are kind of cool. I'm definitely digging them. And yeah, Huey's all like, oh, that's the cocoon. He goes, if I must say so, or myself, or some bullshit. He goes, he gives himself like props for building a piece of a fucking tank, and yeah, he tells you there's vents underneath that you can attack, and like he gives you a bunch of technically strats for it. And I was like, oh, dude, I don't fucking remember any of this. He's like his weak point. He goes, if I had to give myself criticism or some bullshit like that, is like I made the radiators are the weak points or some shit like that. So aim for the vents or some shit. But but yeah, the point is like I had much more fun. Yeah, I had
Crying Wolf.
The Crying Wolf, the little vent. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I had much more fun with this one this time around. I'm going to say this just starting off now. I'm not a big fan still. It's still, even to right now, this second playthrough, that these bosses require resupplies. Like there is, and this, again,
yeah, I wish you could do them without resupply. Because every time you resupply, it affects your grade.
Not just that, but also it just sends you ammo that you have or whatever, but it also will send you like extra rations, like, and you're like, and it gets sent back to Mother Base, and you're like, dude, like
more Fultons.
Yeah, not more Fultons, but the point is like the portable ops, you could bring extra ammo, right? So like I'm like, why couldn't I bring extra ammo for these weapons instead of bringing smoke grenades that I'm not going to use or whatever? Because I found myself usually just bringing the 2 guns and the resupply. That's it. And then I have like 4 slots that I have nothing on there.
Or like like a weapon change or something, like, man.
Yeah, exactly. That would definitely make this game a little bit more not funner, but it's just I just hate that there's no ammo on the stage. We're so used to like, the games always having, for no reason, trust me, it makes no sense. But so far I haven't seen any ammo on stages.
From the soldiers.
Well, no, yeah, but not, I guess you're right. Not on the like the AI bosses, definitely not. Like on the, what's it called? On the tanks, yeah, like the tank battles.
Oh yeah, I've seen some on the tank battles.
Not a lot, but there is some. But you're right, not on the main bosses.
Yeah, but like I said, like in other Metal Gears and stuff, when you're fighting a boss, because there is no resupplies in previous Metal Gears, there was, well, not counting 4, but the point is, even before, you didn't need to call buy shit from Drebin. There would always be a spawn of what do you call it? M9 ammo, unless you're playing on extreme, or whatever, 5.56 that would just magically appear out of nowhere, and you can just go pick it up,
And Chris knows better than anybody, in the Rex fight, those rations will respawn.
Yeah, they're right.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I definitely like this battle a lot more this time. I've only beaten it once. I'm gonna go back and beat it a couple more times and try and get. Personally, I don't think there was anything. It has armor because this one gives you head, legs, power, whatever the other unit is, and then the only optional one is armor. So it doesn't. Can't get a railgun. You can't get like anything else from it. So I'm like, all right, fine. So I think the best one is.
How do you know what you get from it? I didn't know that there were specific.
Because like on this one at the end of the battle, the jetpack, radar, and whatever the other optionals are crossed off with the next, so you can't get them from this one. Like he just won't drop them.
Oh, okay, that's what that means.
Yeah,
I thought that just means you didn't get those parts.
No. You just can't get them. So this guy, yeah, he doesn't have jet because he's slow as fuck. He doesn't
that makes
have a radar.
sense because I'd be like farming one of them, and I'm like, dude, I can't get these fucking parts. Like, what the hell?
Speaking of which, I did go back and fought the pupa and the chrysalids one more time as well. Mm-hmm. My Metal Gear is almost complete.
Okay, cool.
So I only have the head left. I have 2 of the 5 parts for that.
When you said that, were you rubbing your hands together?
No, why? Did you picture me doing that?
My Metal Gear is almost complete.
No, I was just shocked at like how, because Jeremy was talking about like going back 2 or 3 times each one and like still not having it or whatever.
Well, because I was destroying all the pieces.
Yeah. Now, will your Metal Gear go like this?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Or will it go like this?
It'll go.
Or will it go like this?
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
That will bring terror to anybody.
If it does that, I'm destroying my own Metal Gear.
It just goes like la 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 la
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
Oh my god, it's here.
Yeah. It just says, Jack, we need to talk. Jack.
Why don't you love me? I'm pregnant.
That would be scary. No, if it was Rose.
At that point, I am going to blow up my PS3.
But yeah, no. Yeah, so freaking. Yeah, I had fun with this fight. I did. I went back and I did all the side ops as well. I got myself a new tank and a new chopper. So that was fun.
Yeah, I agree. I did enjoy this fight a lot more than the first time I did it because I was like, what the, I just didn't know what really to do. But I just stay under him. I fuck up the vents that are under there, which what does it do if you take out those vents below him? I forget.
I think it just does extra damage because Huey says it's the weak point. So
yeah, it probably just overheats, I would imagine.
Something like that. Yeah, and I guess that triggers. I feel like that triggers him running into the side of the wall earlier, so that the ladder comes down. I don't know. It may just be me, but like, yeah, just kind of doing that. I didn't go up on the cliffs like Chris did initially. Actually, that's how Chris fought the whole thing. He was up on the cliffs.
I was on the cliff. Yeah, I was on the cliffs too.
I did it. You're way more vulnerable up on the cliffs.
I would just lay down next to one of those like metal shields and then run when it was the missiles.
But it'll blow them up.
Most of the stuff, most of the stuff, and you probably saw noise as I was playing. I had the FIM up. And if you're aiming, as long as you're moving, none of the stuff hits you. Like,
oh yeah, I know.
Very rarely. It's just like, oh no, machine guns. Let me just slowly sidestep to the left.
Ironically, the thing that is the hardest to avoid is the fucking chainsaw.
Yeah,
because it does a horizontal sweep, and you're like, God damn
just
it!
Lay down. Just lay down.
Well, yeah, but while you're aiming and shooting,
sure.
You got to be faster than the damn chainsaw.
You know what's funny? The only thing this thing's missing is a fucking flamethrower, dude.
I know the dick flamethrower.
Yeah, dude, that's why I'm surprised they didn't have one when you're down low.
Too slow.
When you're down there by the vent and shit, there should have been a flame. Yeah, there's like I think the chainsaw can come down there and shoot at you, right? Because it's got a turret on it.
It's got That's the only problem being underneath.
But yeah, other than that, well, then it can run you over, I guess. But other than that, yeah, like there's like no real consequence from being down there.
I mean, it moves so slowly though. I would imagine it's pretty easy to.
Yeah, because it's got like I think
unless you're right next to the treads.
Yeah, but I like this a lot better than my initial. Yeah, my initial experience.
Same here. Now, what's funny is as of right now, I was trying to figure out why it does it or whatever. But when like I said, when it goes down, it's like like they all do the same one, right? Yeah. The same little gibberish, and I'm trying to figure out what it's from or what it is. But do you know what it is? Noise? Is it just for this game? Because I'm surprised it wasn't the fucking train stations from Japan. Yeah, like just sped up or in a child voice or something. But no, it's just. Whatever the fuck. I want to know what it says. I haven't Googled it, but I've been listening. I'm like, I don't know what it says.
I feel like I saw what it was. Yeah, it is saying something, but I cannot remember where I saw it.
This one is less vocal, obvious, than the other ones for sure. I only get the and then preparing cannons. But versus Pupa was the most talkative one. That one was fucking,
Yeah.
la 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 la,
Initiating jump.
yeah. It was definitely the most talkative. Chrysalis was Chrysalis was a lot less, obviously, and then this one's the least talkative one for sure.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, I definitely had fun. Like I said, I'm still not sure. I got a shitload of chips, I'll tell you that much, but they're still not in play. So don't tell me if you remember what exactly they do, Noise, because I don't fucking know what they do. I have a shitload of chips.
The what? What do you mean? What?
The AI chips, not tortilla chips. The AI chips.
No, sorry, I was still looking this thing up. What about the chips?
I just have a shitload of them because I've done so many fucking battles, but I still really can't use them. So I know it's not there yet. I'm just saying, don't tell me what they do. I'm just kind of like, what the fuck do these do? I don't remember. What do they do?
It tells you what they do when you go into the Metal Gear thing.
But like, you can't install them or nothing like that.
Well, no, but it tells you what they're for, like what they what the different components do. Like it's for like movement, armor, attack, and one other thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might have just missed it because but yeah, the point is like, but that's what I'm trying to figure out. It's like, again, I know I haven't made it that far yet in the game because I did say I'm gonna enjoy it. But.
In Game Facts, someone is saying that they say, "Oops, I guess I died."
Oops, I guess I died.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see it. Oops, I guess I died.
Oops, I guess I died.
But
could be. I mean, I wouldn't put it. It's a malfunctioning AI, so I wouldn't put it past them.
It's reporting that
Kojima.
It died. Yeah.
It's very. Oh man, German still hasn't played it, but it's very Portal.
Oh really?
I'll play Portal. Say that kind of shit.
I've never beaten it, but I've played it. But
Chris, you haven't played it at all?
At all, no.
Oh my god!
But this tank, there's this game, and if anyone knows what it is, let me know, because fuck, I've been looking for it forever. I think it was PS2. It was, and it's not Combat Ace, but it was this game where you are.
Is it Galaga?
No, you are aircraft fighters, whatever, some kind of the U.S. Force, whatever, something. Chris. No. But you fight these. There's no 3. It's HD. No, it's HD remake. No, you fight these zone of vendors. No. So in this game, imagine Ace Combat, but instead of just fighting other airplanes, you're fighting giant. It takes place like in a World War III kind of scenario where you're fighting giant fucking tanks like this thing.
Stealth.
Giant fucking MechWarrior? I don't know. Now, at this point, I don't even know anymore. I'm done. That's it. Next.
Is it? No, wait. No, I really am thinking now. Is it like the From Software game that they made a new one just now, like a 6th one?
I don't know what it is. That's why I said if anyone knows.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
if it's like Zone of Vendors, then it is what you're talking about.
No, you're an aircraft. You're like I said, you're Ace Combat 5, but not Ace Combat.
Oh, I heard mechs and I was like,
no. I said you're fighting like giant, like. Imagine like all those games that take place in that made up World War II where Germany had giant tanks and then Russia had 1942.
No, but it kind of like an alternate like Wolfenstein type of thing. Like
okay, gotcha. Okay,
but you're a jet. What the fuck?
Point is, it was a really fun game, and this one always reminds me of it because there's one that you're fighting a tank that's literally this fucking big, and it was pretty cool. Like, it was a really fun game. I loved it. I never knew what it was called. I think I borrowed it from someone, but yeah. Anyway,
what system was it for?
I think it was PS2. I'm confident sure it was PS2. I know I'd have to like Google search all fucking airplane game for PS2 or some shit. There's this other game for Sega that was fucking dope. It was a ninja game. I don't remember much about it, and I don't know if we rented it or if Bonnie owned it. That's the problem. Is
Ace Combat?
No, it's not Ace Combat.
Air Delta Strike, Rebel Raiders, Aero Elite, Lethal Skies, Heat Seeker.
I'd have to look them up. Send me the list because you're giving me names. I'm literally said I don't know what it's called. I don't know what the game was.
I know, but it might jog something in your memory.
No, not the title. I have to see the actual gameplay. Or
Energy Force, man, there's a lot.
One of those has got to be it. But anyways, it was super fun game. Anyways, I love this tank now. I think he's a lot funner than I remember. Yeah. What else is there? Not much more.
Another game facts says, "Oops, I guess I died." Like I guess that is literally what it says. There's a lot of people saying that's what it says. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. So was there a cutscene after that?
No, there wasn't.
Oh yeah. It blows up and then the pod gets ejected like always, and then it fucking like a piece of metal goes flying and hits the door, and then like
electrifies it.
And it turns green. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
Classic. Like, yeah, just hit it really hard and it fucking works.
Yep. But I forgot there was one of the side ops, the destroy 40 drones or whatever it was.
Jesus, that one was fucking.
Man.
Oh, and that in the mining area.
Yeah.
Where they're all. Oh wait.
No, it was in a waterfall. In the waterfall.
Yeah, the waterfall where you fought the helicopter. Yeah.
I was thinking of these guys getting Fultoned out. Did you guys do that one?
Oh no.
Yeah, in that same mining area where you fight Cocoon. This might be later on, but it's like there's like these dudes that are getting Fultoned out, and you have to shoot their balloons.
Dude, fucking Majora's Mask. Yes, Majora's Mask.
Yeah, it's literally the cows. Yeah, it's literally that. But yeah.
Yeah, that one, Chris. Dude, it took me like 3 tries. I had it because I'm doing the PSP controllers. The claw was just not cutting it, so I had to turn on a fucking auto aim. So even with that, it was still a little pain in the butt. But yeah, it helps lock on. I was like, will it lock onto the fucking the little cipher, the kidnappers? And yeah, it does lock onto them. It's not perfect, but that's the only way I was able to do it. I did it the first try as soon as I turned it on. So
yeah, this game's pretty rough to play on the PSP.
Yeah,
that's how I first played it before the HD collection came out. Yeah, when the HD collection came out, I was like, oh my god, thank God, because I feel like I only played it on the PSP like just to play it. Like I almost didn't pay attention to anything because I was just like, I just need to get through this game because it was just so rough on the PSP.
Yeah,
that I wasn't really paying attention to anything. And then when the HD collection came out, I was like, oh, now I can enjoy the game. And yeah, what a fucking different experience for sure. Cool. Okay. Well, I guess that's it.
That's it, literally. Because I know what's coming up. But that's why we said like we needed to make sure Chris can get past this part.
Yeah, I'm glad we split it because it's gonna get. I mean, if Chris was having trouble with that, just that one fucking area.
What's funny is like it's like 3 guards. Chris fails. Fucking sniper section. Chris fucking just destroys. What the fuck, Chris?
Giant tank. That's no problem.
Yeah.
3 guards in the hallway. Oh crap.
Yeah, like literally the most.
Not even armed.
Yeah. So this next area, our next checkpoint is 4 more missions. So there is another battle that you have to do. It ends chapter 3.
Okay. Yeah, I really don't know anymore. I know what happens, but I don't know what the checkpoint is. I'm at a loss.
I mean, it's
right. I don't know either.
It's another one of these battles.
Okay.
So Pupa, Chrysalis, Cocoon. Who's next?
Peace Walker.
Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe that's a checkpoint. So yeah. So after that, quit. Go to a gaming store, find a PSP UMD disc, rip it open, chuck it like a ninja star.
in front of the employees.
At the employee.
Yeah, you better do it at a GameStop.
Well, I was gonna say this is to all the GameStop employees because they definitely don't have any of these PSPs in the GameStops, and I can't do this there. So you're collateral damage. I'm sorry. You're the closest thing to a GameStop employee that I could take my aggression out on. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that'll do it. I was gonna do a quiz, but we got a lot of content out of the Animorphs, so I think we're good for this episode.
And goose puns and fucking continue.
Now it's goose puns?
Goose pun.
Is that jokes that only geese like to make about their joke? Like just goose puns?
Like the goose buds?
Goose
buds is part of goose puns?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But yeah. Guess what?
Oh, cool.
People keep using the damn phone.
It's okay. Well, because they're catching up.
Which I'll put it. I'll say it right now. If you guys want to contact us, 209-791-0995. That is our codec frequency. I haven't said it in ages, but people keep using it, so fuck
we were
it.
trying to let it die.
Yeah, I was like, no one's using it. I'll let it die.
And
but
then they started using it.
Which is totally fine. So yeah, this was left for us 2 days ago. I got permission from this gentleman to play the audio, so hopefully you guys can hear it well. I'm not going to play from my phone because I remembered, hey, this is on Google Voice, which means I can play it on the computer.
Woohoo.
Imagine that.
Technology.
Yes. I know. The future is the past. We're playing Peace Walker, which oddly enough, they're talking about AI, and now we're living in that age. Huh. Kojima predicting the future yet again.
Always.
All right. So here we go. Hopefully it comes in clear for you guys. Let me know if you can hear it or not. Because the transcript did not grab the words correctly. I was reading it and I was like, what is this gibberish? It's like German talking to his fucking phone, texting to me. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I know when German's just using speech to text because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Or autocorrect on fucking Twitch, dude. Fuck.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go.
Hey, I assume this is still operational. If this is the Codec Calls voicemail frequency, that is. But I'm a newish listener. I've been listening for the last month or two, using it as the soundtrack to my work commutes.
Those Danny boy.
My name is Dan. I'm a New York, New Jersey based filmmaker, and I'm working on a Metal Gear Solid project. So I've just been really enjoying listening to you guys analyze and dig through these games in order. I wanted to, leave a voicemail because I just got through your guys' coverage of Metal Gear Solid 2, moving on to Twin Snakes, and I'm really enjoying it. Recently subscribed to Chris on Twitch.
That's right.
And figured it would be funny to leave a voicemail at this point and I don't know, see if by the time I get to the episode where you guys would possibly cover this, where you guys are at. And, as of right now, I think you guys are working on Peace Walker. But I don't even know, where I'll be when that comes out. And I'm hopefully going to still be listening because that's, one of my favorite Metal Gear games. And it's just been a blast to, watch the streams and listen along. And I just want to say thank you guys for, putting in the effort and putting in, this type of work to make such an interesting podcast like this. It's certainly making my days a little bit more interesting. And hopefully by the time I catch up and this is being talked to, if this message is played in the podcast, I could think of whether my project is far along enough to share anything interesting or if it's dead in the water. We'll see. All right. I don't know how to end this. Bye.
Nice. I love it. That's perfect.
I don't know how to end this. Bye.
Oh man, that's great.
That's
Danny boy, I love you. You are freaking awesome.
That's like all our episodes. Just I don't know. Bye.
Yeah. We don't know what we're doing either.
No, much appreciated.
It warms my heart, man.
We've been at this for over a year now, and it's mind-boggling because again,
which it doesn't feel like.
No, 55 episodes.
Yeah, I know. And like I said, we could have absolutely done a 1 week, beat it, and move on, but we want to enjoy it. That's one of the things too that I always find. It's these games took a team of people, months to build, to make,
years sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Years on some of these, right? So they deserve their time, sometimes I do admit we might spend too much time on one little section, but that's just the way it is, that's. And then hey, exactly. And then I'm sure there's other sections where we're like, so this is the boss fight. And you kill it. Anyways, moving on. But then we'll spend fucking 2 hours diving about did you say nerd section or something?
Yeah.
No. 2 hours diving into did the knife get shot?
The grenade, dude. Dud.
That too, yeah.
The Patriots planted it.
They control everything.
It's a show. It was for show. It was for show. They control all ammunition. They control all ammunition.
Danny boy, when you're listening to this episode of the podcast, you need to call back again and weigh in on your thoughts about, was it a dud from the beginning or was it something else?
Was it a plant or was it her? Okay, was it a plant from the Patriots? Was it? No, because there's 3 options. It was a plant from the Patriots. That's my vote. It was a dud because there is faulty ammunition, so it was just the faulty ammunition that was just happens to be the one that was shot, or was it Fortune's electromagnetic field that kept it from going off?
That was my vote, right? My vote was the Fortune thing?
Electromagnetic. Yeah.
It's clearly a dud because there's.
So Chris, you think it was lucky?
Once the pin was pulled, there's the firing mechanism.
No, not a pin. It was a grenade launcher, a noob tube.
Well, right, but when you but that's what the rocket launcher or the grenade launcher does.
It pulls a pin.
It doesn't pull no pin.
Yeah.
We went through this.
Then.
Centrifugal force. Centrifugal. We went through this. We saw the video.
We watched the video. That's right. Yeah.
No, that was something else. That was the that was
no. That was we also watched that video too. But no, there was a video that I think our producer sent us about the grenades, and then there was another one about the javelin.
Yeah, that was the javelin.
That's the one I was thinking, javelin.
Yeah, because we were like, wait, that's right. I mean, the grenade launcher does something similar to pulling a pin, basically. Like it's the force that causes it to do whatever inside.
Mm-hmm. The centrifugal force causes, but
the mixture of the chemicals or whatever. But also, technically, we're in the future at that time, and who knows what kind of technology was inside him? Was there
Metal Gear Solid 2? No, it's just a standard. It was an M4 with a standard,
right? But it was 2009 at that
grenade launcher,
bro. They had fucking floating segways in the 60s. We have AI in 1974.
But that's zero. Remember, that's all his funding. That's Patriot Philosopher Legacy funded.
That doesn't matter.
It's not available to the world.
But where does military technology dribble down to?
Huh? But not just that. But we also established all these weapons are SOP already by Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah,
because you can't pick up the enemy weapons.
Yeah,
remember?
Well, sure.
Mm-hmm. So technically, you're kind of right, but also I believe there was that these grenade launchers were using non-current technology, right? The way I guess Otacon would put it, right? Because Metal Gear is made out of currently existing technology or whatever bullshit. I feel like these grenade launchers may have been using future tech, but now that Chris kind of mentions that it was lucky that it was actually a dud, that guy was literally telling us the truth, like it's a dud. He might be right because at the end, Fortune does prove that she has some sort of luck in her power. So she is Lady Luck somehow. So
she's
maybe
not quite Domino, but she's pretty lucky.
Domino's the best.
Agreed.
The way they portrayed her in the fucking Deadpool 2 movie was amazing. Yes, I was like, this is exactly like the comic book where it's just like she just does things because it's just like, well, fuck it, let's see what happens. But yeah, like now I'm kind of citing on Chris's side. Maybe it isn't future tech. Maybe it is the fact that Fortune does have luck on her side
come
as
on over,
well.
German. It's comfortable over here. It's nice being right.
Okay, that's fine. But
you know what? I'm also kind of in the middle now of what German said because I didn't think about SOP until we got to Metal Gear Solid 4. So if SOP is a thing,
but wouldn't SOP make it so he couldn't fire the rocket launcher at all? Or the grenade launcher?
They could. Again, it was a show. Remember, it was all about putting on a show.
That's where I think you're wrong. I don't think Team Alpha, SEAL Team Alpha, or where the fuck they were.
Yeah,
I don't think they were there for show. I think they were sacrificial lambs. I think they were there on a suicide mission and they didn't know about it.
No, of course they didn't. That's what I'm saying. The show was for Raiden. The show was for the
I get what you're saying.
Press. That's what I mean. The show was for the people, because remember they kept saying like, oh, they executed some hostages on the roof and shit like that for
that wasn't true, right? Right, because they didn't execute any hostages.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know if they did. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
Huh?
I mean, they mentioned it a couple times, but the point being is that the freaking that's what I'm saying. It was for It was mostly, in my opinion, for Raiden to believe that, oh man, she is Lady Luck and she's gonna be hard to kill because remember they were trying to put him to the test. I don't fucking remember anymore. Metal Gear 2, Jesus.
And then one thing I remember,
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah. Sorry, Solid.
And then I remember one of the dumbest fucking things too is like, why did he shoot a grenade? The fucking president's right there.
Yeah. We talked about that for sure.
Or did Vamp already pick him up?
No. Yeah. That's after that. Vamp picks him up. and then he like talks to her, and then he walks away, and then she shoots the fucking railgun.
Okay.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The president was collateral damage right there, 100%. Actually,
Yeah.
for all we know, Alpha Team was sent in to kill the president because remember he was.
Oh, right, he was
join him.
cooperating. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, more theories. See what you did,
anyway.
Dan? You fucking...
No, let's get away from Metal Gear 2. Let's get away
fucking
from
sidetrack the rest again. We're easily distracted.
Send me a list. Yeah. Send me a list of those airplane games because I want to find that game.
Bro, I just Googled it. I already closed that tab, man.
What'd you type? Airplane games for PS2?
I typed in PS2 fighter jet games.
Oh, fighter jet. That's what you put. I put airplane. I kept getting Flight Simulators. Similar.
Type in games that aren't 1942. Or Galaga. Or Galaga 2.
Not Top Gun, not this, not that.
And PS2 games, not Top Gun, not Days Combat.
Once you list out all the games that it's not, after that, put comma Reddit, and then you'll get the answer that you need.
They're like, oh, it's this one.
I bet you if you typed in Reddit, like if you went into Reddit and was just like, man, I don't know where he could ask this. Could he ask this on Ask Reddit? No, he'd have to go into like a PS2 subreddit or something.
Yeah.
And just be like, hey guys, there's a game where you're a fighter jet and you shoot like a giant tank or whatever. Like you could be
someone would find it.
Yeah, you could be as vague as you want, but you could be like, what is this game?
And someone pop up, oh, it's this.
And they'll have a fucking synopsis for you too. Like they won't just say it's this. They'll be like, oh, it's this because blah 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 blah. You know,
like me with Animorphs.
Yeah. So some dude is just chilling there on Reddit, waiting for someone to open his Pandora's box. He's like, please, somebody ask me about this game.
I know this game, and no one asked about it.
Yeah, am I the only one who played this game? I've seen some great posts where they're like, it's a picture of them as kids in front of like an old monitor, and like it's like the monitor is just like off axis just a little bit, so you can kind of see what's on the monitor, and they'll be like, what game am I playing here? And some fucker will be like, oh, that's fucking Bubsy or whatever the fuck it is, you know? Yeah. Awesome. And it's like, but it doesn't look like Bubsy 1, it looks like Bubsy 2 because, you know, the color palette is green. Yeah. They'll just know, like, it's just like, thank you, person who fucking also played this game.
Once, many moons ago.
Yeah, and it's embedded in your memory, like, hell yeah.
Yeah,
someone's out there waiting for your answer, dude. Just fucking
that's my question.
Yeah, post it on Reddit. They'll answer you. If you post it, they will come.
Yeah, that's gonna be further from the truth. Yeah, I mean that couldn't get closer to the truth. There you go.
Yeah,
somebody will fucking post it. But anyways, yeah, thank you for that follow and for that message. Means a lot.
Yes, yeah, it does. Like I said, it warms my heart. You know, the acknowledgement of the work put in.
Yeah.
Because I know Chris mentioned that the last couple of weeks I've been struggling because the editing app, it did it to me again, by the way. The editing app is freezing on my phone. I don't know what's causing it. But I basically have to, like, hopefully I hadn't done any editing or too much editing, but I have to delete the whole fucking project and then redo a new one just to do it. But thankfully it did it again before I started editing, and I was like, God damn, what the fuck is causing this? So who knows, some kind of weird glitch. For those out there interested, it's an app called Ferrite, Ferrite.
Okay.
And it's there's a paid version for $30, and it gives you access to all the cool AI tools like the sound isolation and all this other stuff. I don't know how often they update it, but that might be a thing. It might be that they haven't updated it in a while, and the new iOS is kind of catching up to it, and it might be breaking it here and there.
Oh yeah, breaking it, yeah.
Yeah, so that could be a possibility. So yeah, I did feel the pressure for a bit, and that message couldn't have come in at a better time to let me know that even though I struggle here and there, people are enjoying it.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the important part. Like I always come across, it's like we're just idiots just talk about the stuff. We love it. It's fun. Obviously, you guys are experienced with it. It's my first time, you know, and everything. But you know, we have fun with it, and that's what matters. You know, just like with my streaming. I know I'm a terrible gamer. I suck at games, but it's funny, and I have a lot of fun with it, and that's all that matters. You know, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I acknowledge that, but if you like it, hang out, have fun, make fun of me, whatever. It's fine,
Cup of
So.
mate.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Chris, did you see that post that I put of the Malcolm in the Middle scene?
I haven't. No.
Oh, it's on the Codec Calls channel in our Discord.
Okay, I'll check that out.
Yeah, it's. Did you ever watch Malcolm in the Middle? I didn't.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I didn't. I couldn't take what's his face breaking the fourth wall. I didn't like the way that he broke the fourth wall.
Oh yeah.
I enjoy breaking the fourth wall, but I don't know. Something about the show.
The way they do it is it's
an acquired taste.
Cringy. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say cringy, but it's not my cup of tea. Not my cup of latte or mate. Yeah. Anyways, you guys got your checkpoint.
Yep.
Mission 22, if you're counting, it has title. Jesus Christ! It has battle in the title, and it ends chapter 3. So it has been doing the title cards, right? That say chapter 3, chapter 4, or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would say once you get a cutscene after this battle, you're good.
Okay.
It ends at a pretty epic moment, in my opinion. Like it definitely got my adrenaline pumping and shit.
Nice.
This next part.
I don't remember exactly the checkpoints, but I remember the rest of the game. So we'll see.
Yeah, but hopefully the 3 missions before that are not too much for Chris, because there are Jesus. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna struggle a bit. Let's just say these are 3 new maps that you've never seen, and I think that's gonna what's the word?
Throw me off.
Not exactly throw you off, but contribute to to your struggles.
Okay.
If you got lost in the goddamn jungle, just doing a 180 and looking to see where the extraction point was in a map you've already been in, I feel like this might be a little bit tough. So if you guys want to see him do it, please subscribe to Damn It Chris on twitch.tv. Hey guys. Yes. Well, that's why I said Damn It Chris at twitch.tv.
Yeah.
You fuck.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for listening to Codec Calls, the Metal Gear Saga podcast. If you enjoy what you're listening to and want to get a hold of us, you can email us at fans.pixelbenders@gmail.com, or as we've been mentioning, you can join our Discord and check out all the memes I keep posting from Reddit, because that's what I've been doing lately. If you'd like to support the podcast, you can do so on Patreon. You get live access to pod recordings, early access to episodes, get a chance to be our guest, and you get bonus content like other podcasts, movie reviews, and movie commentaries. I'm excited for this next movie review that we're about to do. We're gonna as of today, we're gonna record it tomorrow. So
that's right.
If you guys want to hear that, it's for Dora the Explorer. And I cannot wait to hear German's words about this movie. Did he regret it or not? Let's see. We'll see.
We'll find out.
And also, please leave us a review. It does actually help us rise up on the like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and whatever ranks, so that other people can discover us. And if you don't want to leave a review, if you're one of those type of people, just kidding. That's like 99% of everybody. Share us with your friends. Word of mouth, or shoot them a link or something. If you have other Metal Gear fans and they would love listening to this, share with your friends.
Or even if you think it would rage them, share it with them anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
rage
clip. Yeah, or if you think they would love Metal Gear and you can't seem to convince them, tell them that this podcast is about pottery, and just link them to it. And once they realize they're listening to Metal Gear, they won't be able to stop.
Yeah, it'll be too late.
Yeah. They'll be 10 episodes in waiting for where the fuck is this pottery part? And hopefully they'll be hooked by that. Hey guys, thank you guys so much for listening. And we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
See you guys.
Peace.